Russia has once more demonstrated a devastating firepower at its disposal with a series of live-fire artillery drills at combat training ranges in the Barents Sea, further stoking up already heightened tensions with the West. The large amphibious assault ship Alexander Otrakhovsky, based with the Kola flotilla of the Russian Northern Fleet's Arms forces, carried out the military exercises at combat training ranges in the remote Arctic waters, Fleet's press office reported on Thursday. It said, "The combat teams of the amphibious assault ship sharpened their skills while conducting a sea battle with an oceanal warship and suppressing a fire pocket on the coast. The artillery crews also destroyed an oceanal floating mine," the statement added. The ship's missile and artillery combat unit directed their fire at coastal and naval targets, with all successfully destroyed, according to initial reports. Earlier the Alexander Otrakhovsky took part in combined military drills with the Kola flotilla's minesweepers, and sailed through the Kola Bay waterway after it had been cleared of mines, the press office said. The operation is just the latest in a series of instances of saber-rattling by Russian President Vladimir Putin. Just one day earlier, drills involving the Baltic Fleet's corvettes Stoiki, Soobrazitelny and Staregushchia repelled an oceanal enemy's air attack and delivered an artillery strike against sea and coastal targets in the Baltic Sea. One day earlier, the Russian Black Sea Fleet's Project 11356 frigate Admiral Grigorovich destroyed an oceanal enemy's bomber in the drills in the Black Sea. In doing so, Putin sent a signal to NATO, which has also been staging military exercises in the Black Sea close to Ukraine and Georgia. A fleet spokesman said under the drill scenario, an oceanal enemy's aircraft approached to deliver a bomb strike against the ship. The Admiral Grigorovich's crew got reconnaissance data on the plane, detected and locked on the air target. In September more than 300,000 troops took part in Vostok 2018, the biggest military exercises since the end of the Cold War, with Chinese and Mongolian soldiers also involved. In October, footage showed the Russian military testing a range of nuclear missiles, also in the Barents Sea. Third clips showed the crew of a Russian submarine preparing to carry out a mock atomic strike. Dr. John Chipman, Director General of the International Institute for Strategic Studies, warned of Russia's increasing belligerence in his introduction to the UK-based think tank Strategic Survey 2018. He explained tolerance warfare as the effort to push back lines of resistance, probe weaknesses, assert rights unilaterally, break rules, establish new facts on the ground, strip others of initiative and gain systematic advantage over hesitant opponents. It particularly exploits weaknesses in Western democracies whose instincts for statecraft have been tempered by geopolitical failure abroad and constraints imposed by domestic opinion on hard power. International deployment. It is becoming a favorite strategy for those countries that cannot easily challenge their biggest rivals symmetrically. Most obviously, President Vladimir Putin's Russia is seeking asymmetrically to gain advantage in its weakened position by regular use of tolerance warfare stratagems. Dr. Chipman said there was little prospect that Russia and the West can escape the logic of confrontation in the near